Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like the Dapper Dawn, giving them all dressed like $1,000,000, things in his cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh, yeah, out there listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey, why don't you join? Yeah. Steve Harvey, come on, y'all. Better give me some eggs. Steve Harvey, yeah. Join me. Come with me, help me say. You gotta. Turn it on, yeah. Turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn it on. Turn them out. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. Y'all listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey got a radio show. Man, God is in the blessing business. I'm in the receiving line. Man, that's a good feeling. I thank God for waking me up in the mornings. I really, really do. I thank God for the spirit that he wakes me up with, because I finally figured it out. Such a blessing that shouldn't be taken for granted. The fact that you are up today. The fact that you just got off work and you driving home. The fact that you got a job to come home from. The fact that you got a job to wake up to. Whatever it is, the fact that you can see, think, hear, smell, walk, talk, rhyme, reason. Whatever it is, it's a blessing, man. I was talking to a partner of mine last night, and an analogy came to me last night of what my life has been like. Just going over my story with a friend of mine of some of the things I had gone through, and he never knew it, because he said, man, you never told me that. We were just talking. One of the things I remember, and it's kind of equated to my life, was when I was a little boy, I used to go to the store with my mom, and she would let me buy a jigsaw puzzle. Now, for those of you, a jigsaw puzzle comes in a box. There are no instructions. It just comes in a box. And it's simple. You're going to dump the pieces out in a pile, and you're going to try to put the pieces together until it looks like the picture that's on the cover of the box. That's as simple as it is. Here is the deal. I would select a jigsaw puzzle based on the picture that I liked, and if I thought I could do it. Now, if the picture looked too crazy, if it looked too intricate, I didn't want that puzzle. You know, and the thing was, back in the day, you got a jigsaw puzzle. You had 100-piece puzzles, 400-piece puzzles. Man, then they say 1,000-piece puzzle. You go, ooh. So those were a little difficult for me when I was a little boy. So I didn't want that. As I got a little bit older, I had more challenging puzzles, 450, 500-piece puzzles. But I always picked a picture of something I liked. So it's very simple. You get the jigsaw puzzle, you get it home, you open it up, you dump it out on the table. you flip all the pieces over so you can see them. And then I would try to sort them based on the colors on the box. If it was like a black section, I'd take all the black pieces and slide them over there. If it was some flowers, I'd try to find all the pictures with little jigsaw pieces with the little floor, and I'd separate them. And then I'd start putting it together. And the way I started was I'd try to build the border first, because I knew all the straight edges had to be side by side at one point. And it was funny, man, because it's related to my life. I would start putting the pieces together of the picture I saw that I liked. And that would be my picture. A lot of people didn't like jigsaw puzzles. As a matter of fact, none of the boys on the street liked jigsaw puzzles but me, because they just didn't want to go through the intricate details of figuring that out, rather go outside and run or something like that. And so what happened was, as I got older, I wanted more difficult and challenging puzzles, but I wouldn't go too far. I wanted some nice stuff to happen. I had a picture of what I wanted for my life, but I didn't want to go too far because it was so challenging and difficult. I couldn't see myself with all of that, and I didn't have the time, the knowledge, the expertise to figure all the intricate details. And I discovered something when I was talking last night. That's what happens in life to a lot of people. You get bogged down with the details of coming up and trying to create the picture that you want for yourself. You put it to the side. You say, oh, that puzzle crazy. Next thing you know, you crumble it up and put it back in the box. Or you go halfway and you get stuck. And you get to the part where it ain't a lot of different colors. It's all the same. And that's a little bit more challenging. So that may stop you. But it's somewhere in the jigsaw puzzle that it gets very difficult and challenging, the bigger the picture you want. But then what'll happen in your life is just like what'll happen in a jigsaw. Once you get comfortable and you don't mind the challenge, you could get a bigger picture. But here's the key to it, though. If you put God in your mix, see, the picture that I saw for myself as a boy is not the picture that has happened to me as a man. Because along the way from boyhood to manhood, from the time I was 10, you understand, what happened along the ride in there was I started putting God in the mix. And so now the picture that I have now is not the picture I saw. It's the picture that God saw. So what I'm saying, this analogy is, the picture you have may be difficult to complete, but if you were to include God in your life, put God in your jigsaw puzzle, God will not only help you complete the puzzle, and he gonna add some pieces, he gonna do some favors, he gonna show some mercy, and you gonna look up, and the picture that you're able to end up with will be totally different and much more complete, much more beautiful, a bigger picture than the one you had. Because there's no way that I could have saw the life that I have today back when I was a boy. And it amazes me when I hear people say, I always saw this for myself. I didn't do that. I didn't quite see this for myself. I don't know how you can have the ability to see what God really has for you. But man, he's a masterful jigsaw man. He's an incredible puzzle completer. So if you got a puzzle that's challenging to you, maybe you need to see what's the picture that God has for your life. If God were in your life, if you completed the puzzle, what would it look like? It'll be a far more extensive puzzle, and it would be a far more beautiful piece of scenery than you could have ever imagined. Tears come in my eyes because I can't believe God brought me this far. I can't believe that when I opened up and accepted him and started talking to him, that he would add all these pieces to my jigsaw puzzle, and my jigsaw puzzle would look like this. And I could tell you, I ain't got a whole lot to do with what I done turned into. It's mostly favor and blessings and grace and mercy of God. And I looked up and I just got a much bigger jigsaw puzzle completed. And guess what? He ain't through with me yet. That's what's amazing and exciting about a relationship with God. God can take your jigsaw puzzle and fix it.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come for us to give thanks and honor and praise to the Almighty God for another day, another opportunity, another chance, another crack at it, man. I woke up this morning in a good mood, man. I did my gratitude prayer. I told him what I was looking for. I told him how grateful I was, how I appreciate everything he's done for me. And my biggest change is I've just given him control of the situation. It has reduced anxiety, worry, and fear. If you let God do it, and that's kind of hard to do, to just say, okay, God, take the wheel, take control, because you're so used to doing it yourself. But I'm telling you, if you can understand that he has your best interests at heart, if you understand that he has a plan for you to prosper, it's really an act of faith to do it that way. And you can take yourself out to figure it out business, because that's the hard part, figuring it out. If you've ever sat and tried to figure it out, you know how difficult that is. I spent years doing it. I'm telling you, I understand where you're at. But if you can ever come to the point and measure of faith and say, hey, God, just order my steps, take control, fill me with your spirit, tell me what you want to do today, and I'll follow. That right there, I'm telling you, man, if you can muster that up right there, it's a game changer for you. Steve Harvey Morning Show, Shirley Strawberry, Carla Farrell, Mississippi Monica Jr., and the legend that is Nephew Tommy.
Yay.
Junior?
Ain't nobody else ask you nothing. So.
No, you too much. Junior?
Dog, what you doing today, dog? I'm gonna ask him something, nothing to do with you, Tom. I'm gonna ask him.
But I wanted to ask something. But go ahead.
What
you want to ask him, Tom?
Hey. This is Junior's segment.
No, let's find out how stupid this gonna be.
No, see right here, this why I had this moment for you. Now you let him
go ahead.
Junior.
Go on, Junior.
You noticed it.
You
noticed it. But if you let him, he'll hog in on your segment. He all in CLO. He all in Strawberry Letter. You gotta watch his ass, Junior.
Oh, I'm doing that? I didn't know I was doing all that.
I'm talking to Junior. Hey, Junior. Okay. Hey, Junior, let me tell you.
Hit dog.
Watch yourself with sports. Watch your sports segment.
Okay, I got it.
Watch your sports segment. Careful, Junior.
Okay. Let me ask you something. You just talking about we was on a good start. Let me just get back to that. We were starting good about how much you appreciate it. I talked to my grandmother. She said, you know what? You just gotta acknowledge, then appreciate, and then have room to allow what God gonna do for you. Is that true for you?
You always got a testimony every morning. No, I'm sorry, my bad.
Because I'm a spiritual person, but heathens going to hell. I don't have time for them either.
Every morning he got a testimony like that. Like he just in the word every day.
That's different.
He always Leviticus, Deuteronomy.
He's in that Old Testament.
I think your grandmother's correct, Junior, because people that's been around a long time, you got to honor that. So, yeah, she's 100% correct.
But what did he just say though?
I don't know. I told you. I
don't know what you getting mad at me for.
See, he done hijacked your little segment.
All
got
right.
it again.
Every day, you New Testament or Old Testament. Every day, you always got.
Coming up at 32 minutes after the hour. From the nephew on this ignorant show. Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for the nephew to run that prank back. What you got for us, Neff?
I just believe that before people pass away, they should be able to pick the picture that they want on their program. You know what I mean? When you're for your funeral, you should, cause some pictures be jacked up, so, and I know you're not going to see your picture cause you're going to be gone, but that's why this company, funeral picture company, FPC, you pick your picture.
Ain't nobody thinking about that.
And that's the reason, Carla. You should be thinking about that. What picture do you want on there?
I do like my IG, Instagram profile.
Well, see, there you go. And there you go.
And Lips by Carla.
Everybody got one good picture. They know that's that one. FPC, let's go, cat dog.
Hello, I'm trying to reach a Darwin. This is he.
Hey, Darwin, how you doing? This is Frank with FPC. We're trying to come down and see about making an appointment with you within the next week, if that's possible.
Appointment for what there?
We're supposed to come by. I'm with FPC. We wanted to, we have you on
FPC?
file.
What is that? What is FPC?
Sir, your name was left with us, and you're on our file to actually come out and make an appointment with you so we can get your picture taken.
You must have the wrong number. I'm not signed up to take no picture or anything, sir.
Okay, well, you're Darwin, correct?
Yes, I am Darwin, and you call Darwin, and that's who you call. But anything about a picture, what's up with a picture?
We've got you on our schedule here, FPC. We have you on our schedule to actually for us to come out to your home and take your picture.
Okay, FPC. Which company is that? What type of picture would I be taking? I'm not taking no picture, but what is FPC?
Okay, you don't know anything about a photo being taken of you needing
no,
to be
sir.
taken?
No.
Okay, sir. FPC is this is a funeral picture company.
Who?
Funeral picture company, and what we do is we come out and take your picture, and we actually keep it on file. That way, when you do pass away, we have your picture for your program, and we have a nice picture for you.
Oh, man, look, I'm not dead right now. You're not taking no picture of me. Who is this again?
My name is Frank. Frank.
Oh, okay, Frank, you mean to tell me y'all taking pictures of people before they die just so you could have their picture on file? So
we keep it on file, and then you have a good picture on your program, and that's what we do.
I ain't signed up for nothing like that. Who the hell signed me up for some like that?
I'm not quite sure, but we're trying to schedule where we can come out beginning of next week so we can get your picture taken.
Next week after, you get the picture when I'm dead. You're not taking no picture of me before I die. That don't sound right.
Sir, don't you want to have a good picture on your program?
Sir, you're not taking no picture of me for no funeral arrangements that I'm not dead yet. I don't understand that. What the hell is this about? Nobody. Who signed me up for it then? Tell me that much.
Sir, I don't have the actual person listed here on who signed you up, but I do have the number, and you are Darwin, Mr. Darwin. So
I didn't sign up for it, and I'm not taking no picture. You guys run around taking pictures of people before they die just to have a good picture on file? That sounds like some man. I ain't never heard of no like that, sir.
Okay, sir. We have your address here. Are you available?
I'm not available. I'm not available at all to take no picture for a funeral. That I'm not even dead yet. I don't get that. That sounds like a bunch of and who the hell gave you my number? That's what I want to know.
Sir, I'm not quite sure, but one thing we have to do is we have to follow through with our job. So what we're going to have to do is I have to come out there and take a picture.
No.
So I don't want to, create a problem, but I have to get a picture of you by next week.
Oh, it's going to be a problem because you're not getting no picture of me for no funeral arrangement.
Mr. Darwin, I have to come by your house at least by Friday at around 12 noon. I'll come by and get a picture.
Friday? You ain't coming by my house no Friday. You a lie. I be come over here to try to get my picture. I got plenty of pictures in my house to put on the funeral program. I'm not taking no picture. That means I'm claiming to be dead. I'm not dead. That's some old bad luck there. I don't know who the you work for, Frank, but you got that.
Sir, I work for FPC, sir. I work for FPC.
FCC, you ain't not taking no picture of me. Don't come over here Friday talking about no picture.
Okay,
you better bring
sir.
your pistol, and I hope they got your picture on file. But that's a stupid company you work for. I ain't never heard of nobody taking no picture before they die. I got millions of pictures in here for that program. And when I'm gone, what the I care about what a picture look like or who had my funeral. This will make you tell whoever the you work for, they need to go find another occupation. That don't make no sense. You're not coming over here Friday, buddy. You come over here if you want to.
Okay, Mr. Darwin.
Yes.
Are you familiar with Glenda?
That's my wife. What the you about to say now?
All I want to do is say this, man. I just want to say Glenda the one that got me to prank phone call you. This is nephew Tommy, baby, from the Steve Harvey Morning Show, huh?
I'll be a Oh, boy, y'all done lost your mind. I ain't never heard of no business like this. Some FPC, funeral picture taking. Boy, man, I said my New Year's resolution, I was going to cut back on drinking, but you got me over here about to tip a bottle right now. Boy, nephew, you crazy. Oh, you crazy, man. Hey, come over here today about 4 and get a picture of Glenda. You come take her picture. Y'all got me, baby. You got me, baby.
You, man.
Man, I ain't never heard of no company like that.
Hey, your wife put me up to it, man. I tell you what, you tune in tomorrow morning, man. You're going to catch yourself on national radio.
I'm going to tell everybody, boy, they had me hot over here. Don't tell Glenda, but I'm going to have me a drink anyway. I was looking for an excuse to drink. That's right there, a funeral picture taken to put on file. Boy, y'all done lost a half a mind y'all had with that and that, buddy.
Hey, man, I got to ask you something, man. Darwin, tell me this here, man. What's the baddest, and I mean the baddest radio show in the land?
Steve Harvey Morning Wake Up Show, buddy.
All right, nephew, thank you. Coming up
next.
Thank you. You're welcome. Ask the CLO coming up.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, Diddy is facing more serious allegations, more victims, and Page 6 reports that Denzel, yes, that Denzel, confronted Diddy at one of his parties. And some shocking news about John Amos's daughter. She shared that she found out about her father's death through the media. We'll talk about all of these stories at the top of the hour. Yeah, but right now it is time to
How you don't know your daddy died?
The CLO.
That's what's disturbing. Shocking.
Wow.
Yep. All right, here we go, CLO. Dana in Honolulu says, I'm a stay-at-home mom. My husband was off work yesterday, and I forgot to cancel the housekeeper. He didn't know we have one. He says it's a waste of money and we could do it ourselves. We've got the money, so what is the big darn deal?
First of all, when he say we, who is we?
Clean up ourselves. We can do it, yeah.
See, that's what, fellas, you got to be careful with that old we, man. Who is we? Because, see, we, I'm going to tell you right now, we ain't finna help do a damn thing around here. Not this we. Now, dog, if y'all can afford to do it and she got a housekeeper, dog, man, what's the problem? Yeah. It's a waste of money. We could do it ourselves, but we don't. See, that's what we could and we should. That's that old coulda, shoulda, woulda mess to me. Yeah. I'm not, I don't know. Some people just, I don't know, man. I don't know. So some people don't want to taste a good life. So just go
give me my man.
Man, if you get a cleaning service, come through there and knock your spot out right there. Hey, dog, if you're not a cleaner, why do you want to be one?
Right.
See, I'm not a cleaner. So if I can create a job for somebody who is a cleaner and that's their profession, that's called job security. I'm not doing your job. That's
called job security.
Yeah. See, my wife all the time, Steve, we folk rinse the dishes out. What is she gonna do when she get here? What is I got to rinse the dish out for?
I'm a cleaner and still want a cleaner. I'm both of them.
No, I'm not, man. Steve, why is your drawers in the floor? Because I took them off right there.
That's right, son.
You can't off in the floor, dog.
Hey, man, I got my own. Hey, I got my own closet, Tommy. You ain't in my house.
But get your drawers, though. Steve,
I ain't got to get nothing.
Right there. He moving in on your segment.
Dog. I ain't got to get nothing. You get your drawers.
But why you talking like pimping?
No, for real. You get no. See, you get your drawers. Pick your drawers up. Put your drawers in the hamper. Matter of fact, since you gonna put them in a hamper, why don't you take them down into the laundry and wash them your damn self?
I'm not
since
picking
you Mr. Healthy. Well, I ain't picking up drawers. I ain't washing. I ain't damn that hamper. What I need a hamper for?
That's just the first CLO. That's just the very first one.
Question.
Let's move on to number 2. Let's see. Vince in Baltimore says, my best friend and I were roasting each other after we had too much to drink. He said, my wife is ugly and my 8-year-old daughter looks just like her. They were roasting each other.
Oh, he was full.
Yeah. There's no coming back from that for me. There's no coming back from that for me. He said he was joking. Did he take the joke too far?
Yeah, way too far.
Oh, you tell the truth.
Way too far. That ain't even funny. That's not a joke. That's an insult.
But he
put the baby in there?
look just like you, though.
She's ugly. Wow. But they were roasting each other. Where are the boundaries with that? No family, no children.
No
You
kids.
can't do that.
You can't do kids.
Kids or spouses. They should be off limits.
They should have set the rules.
I know some friends that do spouses, though. I know some friends that do
Really?
They cross that line.
I know some boys go hard, man.
Hell, we won. We do them.
Yeah.
We the ones that do them.
They didn't set boundaries. Woo. All right, Steve, anything?
No, man, you out here, your marriage is over.
Wow. Talk about play too much.
All right.
Play too much.
Theon in Mobile says, I was supposed to pick up my girl from brunch at 3 p.m. so we could make a 4 p.m. movie. It got to be 3:40 and she still hadn't come out. So I texted her that I was leaving and I went on to the movies. I went alone. She was wrong. So why is she mad at me?
Say that again, Shirley.
What? She was wrong. So why was she mad at me? He was supposed to pick her up at 3:40, 3 o'clock for the movies at 4, but he got there at 3:40. And then
40 minutes late from picking your girl up?
Yeah. No. Yeah. He texted her and said...
No, he waited until 3:40.
Yeah.
He got there on time. And he
got there at 3. She was late. She didn't come out. It was 3:40.
Oh, he got there at 3. She didn't come out.
She didn't come out. Yeah, to 3:40.
Right. So he waited for 40 minutes, and the movie started at 4. So he bounced and went to the movie.
He went on in the movie.
And at 3:40, she still hadn't come out. So he texted her and said he was leaving, and he went on to the movie.
Oh, he didn't.
She was wrong. Why is she mad at him? That's what he wants to know.
Well, she is wrong for being late, but you left her. Dog, and dog, ain't no woman finna be on time.
To a movie, though?
No, but see, bruh, you got to grow up. You got to learn how this go. Tell her the movie at 3.
I'm sorry.
Tell her the movie at 3:30.
Oh.
So then when she come out at 3:15, you got 45 minutes to get to the 4 o'clock movie. She gonna be mad because she a woman, dog. I mean, how she not gonna be mad? I'm getting ready. You just gonna leave me? Hey, dog, what movie did you want to go to so bad that you didn't take her with you? That's the stupidity. Hey, man, y'all could have canceled. Dog, she ain't on time. Cancel the movie, get another date. Dog, you don't drive off from the woman's house and then go see the movie.
They were at a
That
restaurant.
brunch. She
No,
was
the
at
girl
brunch
was
with her
at
girls.
brunch with
She was
her
at brunch with her
She
girls.
was at a restaurant hanging with her girl.
Right. And so he said, I'm going to pick you up at 3. The movie starts at 4. He sat out in the parking lot, the restaurant, waiting on her for 40 minutes for her to come out. He left and went to the movies.
Well, the movie theater ain't far because he made it on time at 3:40. The movie theater ain't far.
The prelims
So he
is
could have
25
waited,
minutes,
is
Junior.
what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
Steve,
I mean,
He
you
wants to
damned
know
if
why
you do,
she
you
mad.
damned if you don't. Why she mad? Because she a girl. The hell you mean why she mad? Dog, what?
That's what he's asking.
What you want? You want? This ain't no magic trick.
right.
Dog, they're gonna be mad by way less. But
Yeah.
I understand her point. But then, dude, dog, she was in there with a girl. She couldn't pull away.
Yeah.
She was having a good time.
That's
Stuff
what
like
it
that
was.
happened. You waited out
That's
the
all it
parking
was.
lot and then you left. So what you should have did was, all right, I see we ain't going. Let's cancel, do the movie date another day. You go and hang out with your girls. I'm going to go and bounce. Go hang out with my boys.
Yeah. Yeah.
What movie
Yep.
that damn good? I ain't
Yeah.
never had to see no movie that bad.
Right.
You acting like Tommy now.
All right. Thank you, CeeLo. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment news for you right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
A Texas lawyer named Tony Busby held a press conference to announce he has 120 clients accusing Diddy of multiple crimes. They provided texts, photos, and videos as evidence. Busby intends to file civil suits against Diddy this month, alleging sexual assault, false imprisonment, dissemination of home sex tapes, and sexual abuse of minors. Medical exams detected that several alleged victims were drugged with the horse tranquilizer xylazine, and a few of them, horse tranquilizer. Mm-hmm.
Who did that?
This is what the medical exams detected. Several of the victims that are accusing Diddy were drugged with a horse tranquilizer.
Okay, wait. Is Busby
Xylazine.
the same guy, caller?
Same dude, Tommy.
Yes, the same
From
attorney.
the Texans with Deshaun?
Yes.
Oh, he's full of it, man. He's full of it.
The same attorney.
I'm sorry. That dude there's a trip. He full of it. He just all about bringing some that I don't believe this one. I don't believe this one.
What makes you?
He the reason we ain't got no football team now.
And then we
sick of this mess right here. Damn, Puffy, the Browns. That's why we ain't got no football game now. All these charges on Deshaun Watson. He done dug up 2 more girls. Man, get this boy so he can throw this damn football.
Busby,
that's a lot of accusations, though, allegedly.
That's a lot.
But minors, though, that's serious. Minors, allegations. So
horse tranquilizers, all of it.
All that.
Yeah.
So that's what he's saying. So,
it's serious no matter what.
Well, some of the victims have been interviewed by the FBI. Diddy's defense attorneys claim that Diddy is innocent, and they look forward to vindicating him in court.
Man, they've said that before.
Mm-hmm. All right, now check this out. And also, this is according to Page 6. Denzel Washington allegedly once confronted Diddy at one of his parties. Denzel was there with his wife, Pauletta. Back in 2003, a source said Denzel confronted Diddy and screamed, "You don't respect anyone," and stormed out of the party. Diddy is currently facing charges, what he's facing: sex trafficking, racketeering, transportation to engage prostitution. He's pleaded not guilty on all counts.
Wow. Once you make Denzel mad, we got an issue.
Yeah.
Well, but man, like we've talked about it, everybody get a warning, man. Everybody gets a warning. Mm-hmm. It's very few one-time offenders gone, unless you kill somebody. But in just stuff where it leads to further and further, where you get more and more demented, you get more and more evil, more and more sadistic, you get a warning for that early. Everybody does. If you decide that I'm gonna be a janky person, you get a warning about being janky. Now, if you just keep on, then you got to pay the cost. And this is obviously, man, what has happened. I have nothing that I can say in defense of anybody on this, when clearly, man, it's too much at this point, because you were warned. Yeah. You were warned. Yeah. But if you take it upon yourself that I'm this way and this what I'm going to do no matter what, at the expense of anybody else, then, bro, you got to deal with that. The consequences is real.
Yeah.
And his lawyer can say all his want. He is innocent. We gonna fight. You supposed to say that. Yeah. But right now though, bro, his lawyer need to be quiet. That creating that lie about why he had the 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Costco came out and said we don't even sell baby oil.
Yeah.
So you ain't bought nothing at bulk in Costco.
What were you gonna say, Tommy?
I know what you can get at Costco is a lot of mayonnaise, though.
What?
Okay. Let me try to throw this out there and play devil's advocate. If I can play that for a moment? And Steve, just hear me out.
Just go.
What is the difference between this and Hugh Hefner?
Yeah, it's a huge difference. Yeah, it's called charges. They're called charges. Do I believe Hugh Hefner got away with some dirt? Yes, I do.
Okay.
But I also think Hugh Hefner saw the warning shot and took it.
That's the difference then.
Now, was it a lot of crazy mess going on back then? Oh, hell yeah. I mean, this Me Too movement came and shut a whole lot of mess down, man. But it was real and it was going down. It was real and it was going down. And the whole Playboy thing situation was very real. That was very real. That documentary out, that uncovered a lot of stuff. But now, you dead too, so.
Wow. All right.
Now, if he was live, his ass be sitting up in there with Puffy probably.
Finally, in entertainment news, we're moving on.
Just playing devil's advocate. That's all.
The daughter of Good Time star, the late John Amos, her name is Shannon Amos, is sharing that despite her father reportedly having passed away in August, she only heard the news on Tuesday through the media like the rest of the world after her brother Casey Amos announced it. Shannon Amos posted on IG, quote, "We are devastated and left with many questions about how this happened 45 days ago, learning about it through the media like so many of you." She went on to say, many fans consider him their TV father. He lived a good life. His legacy will live on in his outstanding works in television and film as an actor. So here's a question. Why does death bring out the worst in people and involve family conflict?
Obviously, there's some issues in the family.
Think about that. Yeah. Think about that.
Oh, I ain't got to think about it. No.
I mean, what is she talking about this for?
I
wouldn't told nobody. I found out my mama passed on social media.
Well, but she is, though. Yeah, she's devastated, she says. Coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, October is the new November. Early voting has started. We'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Mexico now has its first female president. Claudia Sheinbaum was sworn into office on Tuesday. She's a former climate scientist who recently jumped into the world of politics and is now the first female to be elected to the position. Mexico did not grant women the right to vote until 1953. And speaking of female presidents and voting, there are 32 days left before Election Day here in the U.S.
And we're going to get us our first female president.
That's right.
Thank you.
That's right,
Thank
Steve.
you,
That's
Steve.
right.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. October is the new November, which means it is time for early voting. On the ballot, the president, the vice president, 33 of the 100 seats in the Senate, all 435 seats in the House of Representatives, 11 governor seats, 86 state legislative chambers, and of course your local and special election offices. You can go to vote.gov to check early voting dates and rules in your area. Wow. So let's get out. We got to do what we got to do.
Man.
I mean, they've pretty much campaigned.
I didn't know that Mexico just started allowing women to vote in 1953.
That is unbelievable. But here we are in this country. We saw the vice presidential debate the other day.
Yep.
And that was it. That's it. I guess they were trying to spark some excitement into the last brouhaha, if you will, before Election Day. And this is it.
And that's the point. They've done their job. We got to do ours. We got to get to the polls. We have to get to the polls.
Vice presidential debates are for undecided voters to try to make up their mind. So if you watched that the other day,
I don't understand at this point what the indecision is about. What are you looking for?
Right.
I just don't know at this point. You've heard enough. They saying at this point they're saying the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've heard nothing new come from either campaign.
Yeah, they both stayed on message. They both have.
Trump can't stay on message, Shirley. I'm not sure you understand what you just said.
No, well, his message is confusion and division and hatred and all of that. That is his message, and he stayed on it throughout this campaign.
That's interesting.
Has anybody ever voted for the president because of what the running vice president has said? Has anybody?
Well, you don't know because people,
yeah,
you don't
Probably.
know, but that's why they have vice presidential debates.
Probably,
to help with the undecided.
If a person go, I just don't like his running mate, I'm not voting.
Yeah.
Bro, there's some people in this world, boy.
Yeah. Some people like attention too.
Who's still doing research? What you research?
What are you researching at this point?
Junior.
I got to do some more research.
Go to vote.gov. Vote.gov to check your early voting dates and your rules in your area. Coming up at 34 minutes after the hour, we're going to check Steve's voicemail at 877-29-STEVE, 877-29-STEVE, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time now to check Steve's voicemail, 877-29-STEVE. You can call and leave a message for Steve. You just might hear your voice on the air. So, Steve, are you ready for the phone calls? We've had some doozies lately. Here we go. This guy left a message to respond to the caller from the other day who said that you go too far with Junior.
Man, what's happening, huh? Look at here. I heard them callers sit there and said about Junior being sensitive about what you saying. Man, Junior already know. He can handle himself. He already. Man, then Tommy, I liked the joke you said about the bill. That was funny. Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. Tommy, somebody gonna get you behind them prank calls. But at the same time, Uncle Steve, keep that game up, man. That's humor. That's all it is, just humor. When you sick, you gotta have jokes about it. Just keep it real. And that's all you doing. Keeping it real. Stay alive, brother.
That's real talk. I give him that.
Yeah, key word, stay alive, brother. That's all we trying to do.
What you think I've been doing?
There go another pill pop team right there.
Yeah, I'm over here full fledged trying to stay here.
But Junior.
Yeah, big dog.
What, Steve? What you doing?
Did you black out? What?
No,
what is you doing?
I'm sorry. I'm. You know what, man? I just want to apologize to the radio audience because I just have a life. You ever had somebody call you while you at work and know you at work but be texting you and just be dumb? I can't stand that. That's what that was. That's what that blackout was.
I thought you blacked out. Yeah.
No, I was just blacked out. I want to knock his ass out.
All right. So did you want to respond to the caller, Steve?
Yeah, man, I appreciate what you're saying, brother, and I am going to continue to go down this road. It is humor. Look, if we don't joke about it, what you want us to do, that's what comedians do. Man, somebody called me, a big promoter, and I ain't going to tell that because I'm not going to do it. So I ain't going to tell.
What, to do a show?
Yeah. And I said, no.
Yeah, you should do the show.
You said no? Why?
Because I don't feel, comedy didn't change, man. It ain't the same no more. I look at like Tommy out there, Junior out there, Dion Cole out there. It's a Country Wayne is doing some basically good stuff. But you got some cats out here, man, whose mission on stage is to destroy and to be evil, and that ain't what comedy is, man. I just think comedy done turned, man. And then the ones who are able to say controversial stuff because don't nobody know them and they ain't got no sponsorships behind them, they ain't saying nothing worth hearing. I just think, man, comedy has really, really changed, man. And it's hard to find just funny ass people out there anymore.
But still, Steve, it hasn't changed you expressing your viewpoint, where you coming from, what's going on in your life. That's why I keep it focused on that. My viewpoint, what I'm going through, what I've been through, I keep it on that. If I try to juggle what everybody else is doing, I'll fall apart. I got to stay on what Tommy going through, my journey.
Watching Tommy do, after this whole thing with cancer, Tommy is an excellent comedian. But he tells the great story about what he went through, man. It's funny, too. Like watching him do it, man. You
sound like a documentary right now, so we don't know. Are you playing or what you doing?
I'm serious.
You talking to me?
Giving Tommy a compliment.
Who you talking to?
Yeah, I'm just giving Tommy, just telling like he doing it. He telling a story, but it's funny though. It's not like
it's a journey.
It's a journey.
I laugh with him. Yeah. I laugh with him. I laugh with you. When you can handle it. I don't laugh with you. What I'm saying, Junior. No, I don't laugh at you while you in the hospital. I'm talking about once you come out. I don't.
It's funny.
That was funny.
And you call me. It's fun.
It's when you try to be nice and you still ain't good at it.
He can't do it, Kenny. He can't do it, Kenny.
When you try to be caring, and you still ain't good at it.
Well, I'm doing the best I can. I'm on the show with two sick ass people.
No, they right about your ass. They right.
He does not know how to speak well of people that's going through.
Prank phone call coming up after this.
You're terrible at it.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. And the subject is, when can I be myself around him? We'll get into that, find out what that's all about in just a few, because right now the nephew is here with today's prank phone call. Nephew.
Here go your chance, Drew.
So you want to say something?
No, I want to say something. Just, what's the prank call time?
Okay.
Damn, dog. Do his segment like he be doing yours.
See how he want to just create a fight? He want to always create some drama between somebody.
No, he ain't wrong. I'm just waiting to hear the prank. I'm going to say something. Just need
Okay, all right. The title is Give Me My Arm Back. That's the title of the prank. Give me my arm back.
What?
Now, what do you want to say?
That?
So you just like talking about people with one arm snap. That's what you like doing? Damn.
You do be talking about the Lord, you act like you.
But you be talking about people with one arms too, Tom.
You act like you always just
what
left prayer meeting.
What about people that got one foot? You ain't got a prank for them?
I'm just saying, you just all right.
All these people they talking about, y'all keep in mind.
Okay, let me ask you this. Junior. What is you gonna ask Steve? What is you gonna ask Steve tomorrow? What is you gonna ask him tomorrow?
How you going to hell? Pretty sure I've been here longer than both of us. He pretty much know how you gonna get there. And this prank, one arm folk gonna help you. That's the starter.
You think Steve ain't going to hell, though?
What is the prank?
No, I know Uncle Steve ain't going to hell.
You think he going to him?
I know for sure. Looking at you in your life, I got clearance papers.
Let's get to this prank.
You shouldn't have been talking about you had to come get me out of public baby all that. You want me to tell you why I had to come get you on?
Nope. Give me my arm back. That's all. That's the name of the
long
prank.
arms, or you want them short ones you got? What you want to do? You want them raccoon arms?
What is happening?
Jimmy, it's getting way too personal, sir. It's getting way too personal. Just give me my arm back. That's all I want. Let's go, cat dog.
Hello, I'm trying to reach Philip. Yeah, this is Philip. Hey, how you doing? Who's this? Are you Philip? Is that who you are? Yes, this is Philip. Okay, is Darius your son? Do you know a Darius? Okay, calm down. Yes. Okay. Darius is my son. Well, calm down, first of all. Is your son there? Is he there at the house right now? Okay, that's not the issue. What the issue is, what do you need, sir? My name is Burns, okay? And I live 2 streets over from y'all. Do your son play with a boy named Tim or Timmy? Yes, they grew up together. They play ball together. That's where they are now. They playing ball right now. Where they playing ball at right now? Down there at the park. To play ball, because that's what they always do. At the park. That's what I need to know. I need to know where they at. Let me tell you something. Hold on a second. What you need to know where they at for, and what you finna do. What is the problem? That boy Darius and Tim they was walking up my street today and came over here. I have a prosthetic arm. My right arm is prosthetic, and they know. Hold on a second. Hold on. You say you got a prosthetic arm? Yes, I do. My right arm is a prosthetic arm. And them boys came over here. What they got to do with my son? Your boy and that boy Tim came over here and pulled my arm off of me and ran down the street with it. Hold on a second. You trying to tell me that you lost your arm to my son and his friend and they ran off with your arm? They went down and played basketball? Is that what you're telling me, sir? I'm telling you that I don't know. I didn't know nothing about no basketball. They didn't came and took my prosthetic arm off of me. Okay, hold on a second. Let me tell you something. That don't sound like what something my son would do, okay? I know exactly what they do and where they going at all times, and that's not something that they would do. I'm sick of parents talking about what they kids will do and won't do. You don't know what they do when they ain't with y'all. I'm glad you told me that they at the park, because I'm going to go right over here to this park now, and when I find them, I'm going to whoop and get my arm back. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on. Just hold everything, okay? Hold on a second now, because you done said that you going to go do something that I know you don't really mean, all right? No, I mean exactly what I'm saying. They got my arm. How you think it feels that somebody going to take your arm? Sir, okay, look, let's try to keep this respectful, all right? All right, you say they got your arm, right? How about this? They got my arm. Where you going to go get my boys, okay? First of all, I will meet you at the park. All right, I will meet you at the park, and we're going to talk to talk about this situation like gentlemen, okay? Ain't no need for you to go down there and start messing with youngsters, okay? All right, that's what we're going to do.
Them youngsters got my arm. They got my arm.
Sir, with all due respect, okay, you talking about my son, and I know what he is capable of doing and what he's not going to do. And he don't disrespect older people like that, especially with somebody with an impairment or disablement or whatever you got. I'm sorry about your arm. I'm trying to help.
I'm asking you a question. Do you not think taking somebody's arm is disrespectful? That's disrespectful to take an old man's arm and run down the street.
It is, sir, disrespectful. But what is not disrespectful also is you telling me you're going to go up there and whoop my son. And that's not going to happen. Okay,
that's what I'm going to do. Okay? That's what I'm going to do. I'm son up as soon as I get over here to this damn park.
Okay, hold on a second, sir. You going to do what to my son?
I'm going to son up as soon as I get to this park. And the named Timmy that's with it. Because they took my arm and they know they did it. I'm going to
Okay, let me tell you something. You call me up disrespecting me and threatening my son. Do you know who you talking to? I tell you what you do. I tell you what you do. Bring to that park. And just breathe on my son wrong, okay? Say his name wrong, okay? Say it. And then I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take your other arm and I'm going to beat with it.
Hey, let me tell you something. Don't think I can't whoop with this one arm. Because I'm there. I whoop you and your son with this one arm. I promise you that.
Okay, come on in, family. You ain't going to know what to do with your life. Because you can't find your arm. You ain't got no sense. And you over here with the wrong people's family, all right?
You don't know what happened to my arm. You don't know how I lost my arm. You don't know what happened.
You crying?
You don't know what happened to my arm.
Why is you crying? Let me ask you something, Mr. Sensitive. What's the problem?
You don't know how I lost the arm. You don't know how I lost it.
I don't know how you lost your arm. I don't give a
my arm.
I don't know who got your arm. My son ain't got your arm.
No, your son. He don't have my arm. Tommy got my arm.
Who got your arm?
Tommy got it.
Tommy.
Tommy got it. Tommy the one got the arm.
Yo, who the Tommy, man?
Tommy, man, nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show, man. Your son Darius, 15-year-old, got me to prank phone call you.
Oh. Yo, man. Yo, he called you and told you that? No, he on punishment. I knew he wasn't going to do no you on punishment double time now.
Oh, man, you all right?
Y'all something else.
Oh, man.
Got me.
Hey, man, I got to ask you, man, what's the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show. You already know, baby.
That's it.
It's too much.
Them kids took my arm, man. That's what they did.
Show is crazy today. It's almost darn near out of control today.
No, you know what it is. You know what it is, sir. You know what it is, though.
What?
Truth be told, it's the baddest radio show in the land. That's what
we know
it is.
this.
Nah.
In spite of.
All right, nephew, thank you. Coming up next, Strawberry Letter. Subject, when can I be myself around him? We'll get into it. Find out what that's all about right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. And you never know, it could be yours.
It could be yours. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, Strawberry Letter.
All right. Thank you, nephew. Subject, when can I be myself around him? Dear Stephen Shirley, I relocated for work and I rented a house. I used an agency to help me locate the home, and a nice religious man ended up showing me around. When my furniture arrived, he offered to help me get my house in order. He showed me around the city one day, and then he surprised me by asking me out on a date. I was eager to get to know him better. I learned a lot about him, like he likes proper women, as he calls it. He said he likes a woman that is classy at all times, even at home. He said he loves a woman that still smells good after an 8-hour workday, and she can command attention without saying a word. I told him the type of men I'm attracted to, and I assured him that he's my type. It has been 3 months, so now we're at the point where we spend the night with each other, but no sex yet. I've been so stressed out and sleepy every day because I cannot rest when he's in the bed with me. I fight hard not to go to sleep because I'm trying to lie a particular way so I don't mess up my hair. I don't want to wear my bonnet around him. I also don't want him to hear me snore, so I try my best not to fall into a deep sleep. This is not good for my new job because I'm too sleepy to function. I bought pajamas and sheets and new perfume to please him. He sleeps silently and his feet are buttery soft. He seems perfect, but maybe he's just trying to impress me. I'm not trying to pass gas around him or anything foul, but when can I start being myself around him? I'm 29 and he is too, so I need help. Is this how women act to get a good man? Wow, I really thought this was going to be an older man, the way you were talking about him. But you ask, is this how women act to get a good man? No, real women get their rest. They get their sleep. But yes, we do try to sleep cute at first. I mean, like instead of a bonnet, we might sleep on a satin pillowcase to keep our hair together. I mean, we're not white women, so we do have to take care of our hair. Our hair needs maintenance. And yes, definitely don't, do anything foul or anything like that around him. You can go to another room or whatever if you have to. And for his information, if a woman has class, if she's classy everywhere, period. Outside the home, inside the home, class is class. And just because you wear a bonnet or you snore or whatever does not mean you're unworthy or you don't have class. I just wanted to let you know that. So please don't mess around and lose your job trying to please this man because you're sleep deprived. And trust me, buttery soft feet and sleeping silently does not mean he's perfect. You said that. You think he's perfect. Plus, he's got flaws just like every other human being. You just got to learn how to be comfortable with yourself and who you are. Then you could be comfortable around him and anyone else. Steve?
Oh, Lord. I don't know what the letter or you said. I'm very
Were you
unclear.
not listening?
I heard everything you said. I just, Shirley, you're so nice in these letters. You're trying to help people. When you going to come to the realization that I have, that there are some people that we can't help. We can't help her. Dear Steve and Shirley, I relocated for work and I rented a house. I used the agency to help me, and a nice religious man ended up showing me around. What nice religious man you done met? What? When you met him, what about him was religious? He had a collar on. He had a priest robe. He had one of them big tall cardinal hats. What, did he pull up in the Pope Mobile? Did you see bulletproof windows? Was he standing up in the car when he pulled up? Was he standing up holding on to the edge of the window? I'm just trying to figure out how you met this really nice religious man. When my furniture arrived, he offered to help me get my house in order. He showed me around the city one day, and he surprised me by asking you to go out on a date. Now, you were anxious to do this because you really wanted to get to know this. And you learned a lot about him. Like, for example, he likes proper women, as he calls it. Proper. I'm thinking bougie is the word you're looking for. We have that on our show. So, that's what you want, that's what you want. But, that's what he likes. He said he likes a woman. Now, here's what threw me a little bit. He likes a woman that is classy at all times. I like that. Even at home. He said he loves a woman that still smells good after an 8-hour workday. What? Now, it depends on what her job is, dog. If, she a bus driver, that ain't finna happen.
Right.
If she a mail carrier, that's not fitting to happen. I'm just telling you, dog. She worked down there at Ford. It ain't fitting to happen. If she run a daycare, that ain't fitting to happen. Now, you're going to have to date a woman that's somewhere sitting still for 8 hours on her job with a bottle of perfume in her cubicle and just steady spraying her damn self.
That's too much.
So, and then she can command attention without saying a word. What the hell? Oh, you want to date a mime. That's what you want to date. You want to date a black girl with a white face with white gloves on that can command a room without saying a word. Okay.
Hang on, Steve. We'll have part 2 of your response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's Strawberry Letter subject: when can I be myself around him? We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject is: when can I be myself around him?
See, this woman relocated for her job, got an apartment through an agency. The man that was her agent was a real religious man, she said. I don't know how she knew that. I asked her, did he have on a collar, or was he wearing one of them real tall Pope hats, that tall one that looked like, a candy corn? I'm just trying to figure out what he did that made you think he was real religious, or was he? Was y'all first date on Saturday knocking on doors with Watchtower? I'm just trying to figure out how you knew he was real religious as soon as you saw him. But anyway, he showed you around. Then he asked you to go out. You really wanted to get to know him. He told you he liked classy women that's classy all the time, proper woman. Said he loves a woman that still smells good after 8-hour work day. That's going to be limited. Don't nobody smell the same if they've been out the house for 8 hours. You might be out there smelling like grass. You can smell like outdoors. You ever leaned up against a tree and just smell like bark? I have. I did it all the time when I was a little boy. My mama, when I came in the house, always knew what I was doing outside because I came in the house and I smelled like it. But you want a woman that keeps the same odor for 8 hours, and she can command attention without saying a word. So we found out now he wants to date a mime. And then he says, she told him she was the type of man she was attracted to and assured him he was her type. It's been 3 months now. Here we go. 90-day rule. It's been 3 months now, and we're at the point where we spend the night with each other, but no sex yet. All right, I don't know why you put this in the letter and who you trying to fool. We at the point where we spend the night together, but no sex yet, and he 29.
It's about to happen.
Girl, I've been so stressed out and sleepy every day because I cannot rest when he's in the bed with me. I fight hard not to go to sleep because I'm trying to lie a particular way so I don't mess up my hair. Okay, that's strike 1. I don't want to wear my bonnet around him. That's strike 2. I don't want him to hear me snore. That's strike 3. So I try my best not to fall into a deep sleep. That's strike 4. This is not good for my new job because I'm too sleepy to function. I bought pajamas and sheets and new perfume to please him. He sleeps silently and his feet are buttery soft. He seems perfect, but maybe he's just trying to impress me. Yeah, he's trying to impress you. I'm not trying to pass gas around him or anything foul, but when can I start being myself around him? I'm 29 and he is too, so I need help. Is this how women act to get a I'm going to tell you something. You're going to have to go on and be yourself because you're not going to be able to keep it up. One day, he going to see you with no makeup. One day, he going to see that bonnet on your head. One day, you're going to blow one off up under them sheets like you obviously wants to do.
Whoa.
What the hell? You need to change your diet. That's what you need to do, baby girl. You need to, look, you're 29, just go on and start being yourself so you can see what he operating with. Mm-hmm. You can't, but make sure that he has feelings for you before you, sometimes ladies, you give him the real you too early. And you got to remember now, you got to act like bait. We trying to trap you, but you got to act like bait. So you got to keep the facade up until you get what you want. You know, it's just part of it. Now you want to be yourself. You want to snore. You want to wear a bonnet, and you want to pass gas. Now, I'm not gonna want you after that.
This is not a letter to Steve Harvey.
Well, it is. I'm just telling her that when can I be myself? What is you finna do? See, why is this being classy? It's obviously it's bothering you. You see, here's what's wrong, Carla, Shirley.
What?
He likes a woman that's classy at all times. Well, you obviously you don't want to do that. You want to sleep how you want to sleep. You want your hair to be messed up. You want to put this bonnet on. You don't want to be classy. You want, and all this here, and you snow. Now you got a bonnet on, you're over there snowing, and you passing gas under the sheets. We breaking up. We're not finna do this here. I'm not signing up for this rest of my life. So when can you relax and be yourself? Probably with him, I don't think you're going to be able to. Because he told you what he liked now. He told you.
And she told him what she liked. She likes him.
Yeah, she said, is this how women act to get a good man? Yeah, they play the game. You tired of playing the game after 30 days. I want to snore, put this bonnet on, pass this gas, and I don't brush my teeth every day. Well, okay.
Oh.
What?
See, you're not finna have no man. I'm just telling you.
That is not in the letter.
Well, I mean.
That is not in there.
That ain't the worst thing you can do now.
All right. Post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM on Instagram and
Junior,
Facebook.
You see how he tried to jump in that Strawberry Letter and I shut him off. That's how you got to do it.
I got the Strawberry Letter podcast.
What else can he do? So I just ignored his ass. Don't let him in your segment, Junior.
Radio app. He never sounded so good.
He's a Viking
today.
He's a Raider. He be in your segment, Junior.
Coming up at 46 minutes after the hour, here comes Junior with Sports Talk right after this.
Oh, that's what he thinks.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for Junior and Sports Talk. What you got,
Harold, Junior, do it.
Okay, here we go. Devontae Adams wants out of Las Vegas Raiders. Ooh, I got that out.
Why? Because they ain't winning?
They ain't winning. He want to go play for the Saints or the Jets.
I'm going to tell you right now, don't come up here to Cleveland because we ain't got nobody to throw it to you.
No. It's not even that. Matter of fact, make a pick right now. Tonight, Thursday Night Football, Buccaneers, Falcons. I just thought you'd be torn because Baker Mayfield, we used to play for Cleveland, and then you have a home in Atlanta. I thought you'd be torn. So you're going to go with
Falcons. Just picked the Falcons. What is I'm torn for?
Yeah, that's all I got for sport. But I need to ask you something, I need to ask you this for real. And I need
angry Tommy.
Yeah, I need to be honest about this, and just be honest. Do you have something against me and Tommy because we sick people? Or do you have something against sick people?
We're not claiming to be sick. Stop that.
Well, no, he already told us, Tommy. He already
but what he said on ain't the Bible. And no, stop.
Well, no, it's not the Bible, but it is hard working with sick ass people because you don't never know when they're coming. You know, they always got to go somewhere. I got doctor's appointments, all emergencies, all this. We be on the radio and I can hear the ambulance coming. Yeah, it's just stuff like that. It's hard to tell jokes and you got woo 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 woo. You hear that and then you be talking sometimes, June, then you just go. And
what is wrong with you?
Well, he asked me, was it hard? And it is hard. It is. Tommy can't come sometimes because he got to go somewhere. Then, Tommy, he a germophobic, and then he try to act real secretive. He had it, and then he won't tell us he had it, and then he just gonna go down there and get it treated. Now he ringing bells. Now we all supposed to be happy, so I went on ring bell with him and everything. I prayed for him. I was happy for him, but he could have told me in the beginning he had it. We could have been and prayed for him. We probably could have been had that bell ring 6-7 months before that had we been praying early enough. But by the time we got on the prayer bandwagon, and then we had to wait a year before we rang the bell. Now we got to go down there, ring the bell.
Can you tell us, can you just tell us, if we the other people, what's your prayer be?
You know, it'd be broad, though, because I don't really know specifics. Like
See, you ain't never prayed for us, Junior. Are you serious?
Oh, yeah, I have.
Listening to this?
I'm serious. I think he has, but I just don't want to know what the
prayer I pray for you, but it don't be like what you think. I just say, Lord, help him get out the hospital so we can do this show.
You are really
boy.
And then I asked the Lord to heal Tommy so he can get back to work so I can get a day off. You know. I like praying with a purpose, you know. I don't like praying for just anything.
All right, Junior.
I like to pray with a purpose, you know.
Coming up at the top of the hour,
your question, it is hard working with sick ass people, man. It really is.
It needs some advice.
I think I ought to get a parade or something.
We don't get anything. We're here every day. This woman needs
you don't work with them too like I do, Shirley.
This man on social media needs some advice about his daughter, Steve. She's an adult, so we don't need to call her. We'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
This is from B on Steve Harvey FM. B says, the relationship between my wife and my stepdaughter, her daughter, has taken a turn. Our daughter is in her second year of college and is sharing a house with 3 of her friends on campus. We pay her rent and her tuition, but she's forbidden my wife, her mother, from reaching out, saying hello and checking on her because, quote, she's an adult and doesn't need to be checked upon. It's really hurting my wife's feelings. My response is, quote, well, she's an adult. She can pay her own tuition and rent, which doesn't sit too well with my wife. Any advice?
Yeah, see, we all get that who have children. Carla, that's going to be coming your way in a minute. Tommy has experienced it.
Wow.
Shirley, I have.
Oh, yeah.
They all want to claim they're an adult, but they taking your assistance.
Mommy, Mommy, okay. Mommy.
You know, but like you can't make no demands on me and you taking this money. Matter of fact, you can't say sugar honey iced tea to me.
All righty then.
No, for real, man. Not you taking this money.
Mm-hmm.
Dad, so I'm an adult. Mm-hmm. No, let me tell you what adults do. Adults take care of themselves and everybody that they're responsible for.
Talk to me, man.
Right,
you don't take care of yourself, or are you responsible for yourself? So you put your ass right on back in the dependent category because that's what your ass is on the tax form.
But that's what the daddy said. But the mom, it doesn't sit well with her. She's upset about it. So he's asking any advice that he can handle this with his wife.
Yeah, she doesn't
that's
like
what he wants to do, but the wife is not, she's not with it.
She's not ready to cut her off and all that.
I mean, if she's ready to sit there and take that type of abuse and orders from your daughter, then go ahead and let your daughter take charge. Not a good idea. Hard to have a person in charge of somebody that's older. If you're younger than me, it's kind of hard for me to let you be in charge of me. And you ain't been where I be and done what I done. So if your wife is cool with that, then let her go on and stomach it. But you should have a conversation with the daughter and just go, hey, you know what? I think you're being really, really out of line and rude with your mother.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah. That's not what being away at college means.
Yeah, you need to pull up a little bit.
Yeah. All right. We have time for another one, Steve. This is Lillian on Steve Harvey FM. Lillian says, my husband's brother, my brother-in-law, has a new girlfriend that he's getting really serious with. She's smart and good looking, which makes me question her interest in him. Although he's nice, he's not the best looking and isn't real bright, but he does have a lot of money because my husband's parents were well off and left all their children financially secure. I'm afraid she's going to use him for his money. How can my husband and I help to protect him, or should I butt out?
Tom, you want to handle it?
What? I don't know why he told that to me. What the hell is wrong with Steve?
Well, okay, Shirley, read the first 4 lines again.
Okay. Lillian on Steve Harvey writes, my husband's brother, my brother-in-law, has a new girlfriend that he's getting really serious with. She's smart and good looking, which makes me question her interest in him. Although he's nice, and this is a line I know you wanted to hear. Although he's nice, he's not the best looking and isn't real
that's
bright.
Why I said, Tommy, you want him? Go ahead. Because you always jump.
I don't know nothing about not looking good. I don't know nothing about that.
Oh, we know a lot.
I don't know nothing.
We do. That's why we've directed it towards you.
You directed it towards me. I don't know nothing about not being sexy. So I like ugly stuff. I'm not with ugly stuff. I'm not in it.
You don't even looking at your Zoom. You don't see us looking at you.
You see,
Can you all help
you
this
got
man?
the only one whose chin and head is on the screen.
Okay, let me talk to the ladies. I'm not finna talk to y'all. Ladies, y'all looking at the Zoom.
Yeah.
It's Tommy on here.
But this man needs help.
No, go ahead. They looking at the
Ladies,
Zoom. What?
y'all looking at the Zoom. Y'all looking at Tommy. I mean, do you see all this sexy? I mean, do you see it? I mean, what do you see?
Nothing.
A turtle.
What is the hush over Jerusalem? What is that?
Yeah. I see like a commercial for car wax or ink pen.
We'll have more of today's
Turtle?
Steve Harvey Morning Show
Turtle
at
car
20
wax
minutes
and Jiminy
after.
Cricket. Lighter.
Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
So October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And Carla, what you got?
Yes. All right. So last weekend I was in Detroit for the Sister Strut Detroit Walk Awareness. We took action to fight against breast cancer in Detroit. This weekend, this Saturday, I am going to Chicago. I'm coming home. Sister Strut, we will celebrate the pink celebration. What you doing, Steve? With our V103 family. Our annual Sister Strut walk is at the Kroc Center. You know the drill. We do this every year in Chicago. And again, we're not just doing awareness this month. We want to say we're taking action. Action and awareness to fight against breast cancer.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Junior?
I said, yeah, that's awesome.
Good.
Action.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's it. Doing good. So I'll be in Chicago
There you go. They
this
support
Saturday.
I say it's good when they support each other.
Oh, absolutely.
Foundations, New Kids
Yes.
Hope, breast cancer.
Breast cancer awareness. Yep.
Hey, Tommy, you got breasts. How you celebrating this month?
Okay. All right. What is going on this show
I got
this morning?
breasts. Nah, he trying to make me cuss today because it's about to happen.
Not on this radio, you
It's
not.
about to happen. Well, y'all better get that beat button ready because it's finna come in. I'm finna
I told you earlier that we're losing
tell you
control.
right now. It's finna jump.
Love
Okay.
All right.
The digs on this show. All right, coming up in 33 minutes after, we'll play a round of Would You Rather right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for a round of Would You Rather. Would you rather say your ex's name during sex, or would you rather say your spouse's best friend?
I'm saying my spouse's best friend.
My spouse's
I'm not bringing
best
my
friend.
ex up at all. At all. That ain't.
Steve?
I have to say my ex's name. There's no way I can.
You can't say. Yeah.
All right. Would you rather never
I'm
shave
scared
again?
I say it more than one time.
That's why I moved on. That's why I moved on. Okay. Would you rather never shave again or never brush your teeth again?
Oh, never.
Oh, no.
You never brush your teeth again.
I got to
You
brush.
got to be kidding.
Yeah, that's really disgusting.
That's nasty.
But if I don't shave it, I'm gonna look straight crazy. I'm gonna just tell you, boy, this is gonna be.
How would you look, Steve? What do you mean?
Whoa!
You've grown a beard
There's some
before.
patches in this head right here. It's kind of like, like
Oh,
Junior.
What?
No, I was
I
just
thought you
saying.
guys were together today against Tommy. What's that?
No,
y'all.
Steve
Sure, it
is
changes,
with you every 30 seconds. It can change. It could change immediately.
Changes.
I mean, one day it's emergency. One segment I'll be doing emergency work, then next segment I'll be ICU. I work with both cases.
You are on one today.
What I need to be.
Would you rather accidentally get locked out of your home, or would you rather get locked in your gym, your public gym, for one night?
My wife ain't gonna believe that, Jim. My wife ain't gonna believe that, Jim.
Hell,
That sounds like a lie, don't it?
man, come
What
on.
are you?
I was
When
at
you
the
start
gym all
going to
night.
the gym at
All
night?
night.
But they locked me in there.
What?
Why you didn't leave with everybody else?
Man.
I was in the shower.
What?
Then
Boy.
we're gonna be locked out the house regardless.
No, nothing on you look Jimmish.
Jimmish.
So you in there with a suit on at the gym, locked out.
Would you rather marry the most boring person in the world you know, or would you rather marry the most demanding person you know?
I don't know.
Most boring
Which
or
one of them
most
fine?
demanding?
Which one fine?
Yeah, that
Doesn't
bored
say.
chick, she probably fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good with that boring girl.
Well,
She
I don't
fine as all
know
get
about
out.
A, but I'm damn sure married to B.
Demanding. Okay.
What?
All right. Okay.
Uh-oh.
You stop talking.
Careful.
Would you rather see a ghost or would
Well,
you
y'all
rather
asked the
meet?
question.
Oh, look
That's
at
it?
the time.
Oh,
We
man.
got to go.
Yeah, he was just about to get a divorce.
Oh, yes, yes. Coming up in 49 minutes after the hour, we'll close out the show with the one and only Steve Harvey right after this, and he's on one today.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, here we are, last break of the day. Steve, before we get out of here, we have another phone call for you. It's a guy from Baltimore. He left a message about defending you at the barbershop. Take a listen.
Hey, Steve, Jamal Green from out of Baltimore. I was listening to you talk to Junior about him picking up for you in the barbershop. Man, do you know I got into a fist fight in the barbershop about you not doing nothing for nobody, right? Because I said I'm going to cut my head bald, be like my man Steve, right? And thinking, man, don't do nothing, you know, this and that. Then we got to a big debate about what you do, what I know you do, you know, because I listen to you every morning, right? You know, how you got your kids, your mentoring camps and stuff like that, man. You know, people just so selfish because you got a little something and they don't, you know, but still, though, I don't look at it like that. You know, I look at it like you can help me, just like you do every morning with your little 10 minutes of, you know, words of wisdom, man. Man, keep doing what you're doing, man. Yeah, he got a little left in, but I got two right to talk to you. Peace, bro.
Oh, they're fighting over you, Steve. Wow.
Well, you know, I
What kind of
appreciate
carrier
that
these
'cause-
people got? Their phones is just bad. What kind of phone service? Everybody's phone. I can't understand a damn thing they say when they call in.
You know.
Also, go ahead, Junior.
I was gonna say, Tommy, you know, when you get 58 and damn near 60, hearing go first. How come everybody else heard it? Your ass did.
All this, Junior, is because you mad that you be coming every morning with these prayer meeting questions. That's all this about.
That's how we started this.
Go ahead.
That's how this all
We're
started.
back at the beginning.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting, man, to watch comedians go at it, especially when we on the same show, you know, and I'm thinking.
Yeah, you think? Yeah.
It's crazy. This has been
You
all
really
morning.
want me to be honest. I suffer more than they do.
How? You the one throw the most rocks.
But I have to suffer, though. Because I got to pick up slack when y'all ain't here.
Oh,
You know.
Did you ever think that God would put me in your path? Sick as hell.
There you go.
I don't know
Junior.
why he
That's
did.
honest.
I don't know why he did.
Junior, you be walking into
That's
it.
I didn't ask for this right here because I don't know nothing about it. And really, you know. But I've watched you handle it. You've been an inspiration to me with the way you handle the crisis when they happen, which shows me how strong a person can be.
Joe Hanley.
You know,
statement.
Tommy impressed me with his overcoming cancer. You know, that fight right there, that's a fight that's within yourself. You and God got to get in that one. Because the other people can't do it. I'm pretty sure his wife stood by him like a soldier. I'm pretty sure you needed that, you know. But overall, man, it's just hard being on this show with two sick ass people. 'Cause, you just be
All the
Leave it on the high note.
It's gonna come back down, Carl. It ain't.
No, you just always got to wait and see what it is now. Damn, I mean, then he, even they foundations is sick. You know, he all him wounded warriors, and then he want to be one, and then junior kids hope. Then you got to walk for sickle cell. Then somebody have a crisis in the middle of the walk. Now here comes some damn ambulance, and it's just and then they be walking. They try to walk in the summer where it's hot, but then that don't stop. And somehow, then crisis.
So you
when
say
it's hot,
your foundation just healthy?
Yeah, we have like, mentoring, but when you sit, you got to go with what you is, you wounded warriors and then you got to get, to sickle cell people, everything,
Were you going to respond to the voicemail? Were you going to respond to that?
No, I was just saying how I thanked him for it, I know Junior can't defend me at the barbershop because they all in there trying to figure out why he in here anyway. So that was a lot of that dude. So he in there mostly answering questions about why he in here.
Well, I tell you, Shirley, every 30
because his barber trying to figure out what you want me to do now, though, Jim.
Take a little off the top, a little off the side. And
but where you want me to start this line at this week? Like right now.
Boy, this is an ignorant
And so,
show.
you just got to deal with that.
You're exhausted.
And then at the end of the show, people count on me to say something, important to them.
Inspirational,
All right, well, let me just say this then. Here's a little inspiration.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. If you have any measure of health, be grateful.
Amen.
Be grateful that you are able to do something. Because there are a lot of people that can't do nothing today. The fact that you can do something, whatever measure of health you have, and we all got issues we dealing with, but be grateful, man, because God is in the blessing business. God is in the healing business. And we got examples of that on this show all the time. God is good. We have an obligation too, as people, because God gave us power of choice. We have an obligation to vote this year. The choice is clear. I got you, want somebody to make you promises and promise to change your life and all that's here. I got all of that. We have a different situation here now. This is a vote for decency. This is a vote for democracy. This is a vote for power in women's empowerment. This is a vote for minorities where they can look up and see themselves in the White House. It's voting on so many levels. Mexico just elected their first female president. I think that's a sign that change is coming. It may very well come in this election right here if we do our part. If we get to the polls and vote, if we go to vote.gov, check out our registration, get it together, man. Go vote. Kamala Harris for president. Period.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.